Hello, back to bottom. My name is Beast. Today we're back with Karigurashi Ren'ai. Literally a few minutes after the end of the last part. Because by God, finally fucking free. Anyways, I hate this choice, having to click on this choice, so let's just fucking get it on with. It's a sister like lover. Girlfriend is like a little sister, maybe.
何ですかその中途半端なのは。どっちかにしてください。どっちかに。
I'm a greedy man. Forgive you, Oni-chan, for being this way.
もうしょうがないですね。なんて言うと思ってます？
I believe that you of all people will accept it one way or another.
まったく。わがままなお兄ちゃんを持つ妹は大変です。
I don't know if I met her expectations, but I tried to be honest about how I felt.
つまりお兄ちゃんは綾香のこと妹以外の目でも見られる普通の男の子だということですね。
Well, yeah, I guess so. I am a perfectly normal
こん
boy.
な雰囲気なんで綾香、せっかくだから聞いちゃいますけど、もしお兄ちゃんと兄弟以上の関係になりたいって言ったらどうします？
This is a relationship that goes beyond mere siblings?
誰もいけないなんて言ってま
You're a very bad girl, Ayaka.
せん。綾香にこんなこと言わせて自分は恥ずかしいくらって茶化すんですか？お兄ちゃんのこと嫌いになっちゃいますよ。
I'm sorry. I didn't think she'd press the issue this hard. It caught me completely off guard. Thought she was just a little conscious of me, but I was wrong. She's dead serious. I have to give a sincere answer here if I don't want to look like a total coward. Okay, so I have a forbidden relation with Ayaka. I want to have an illicit relationship with you too, Ayaka.
本当に？言い方がエッチです。
I'll embarrass, just forgive me for now.
逆に聞きますけど、今の以上に人として恥ずかしい答え方ってあるんですか？
If you're going to say that, you should be more flustered too. I want to see the more of that cute, panicky Ayaka with no composure.
余裕なんて本当にあると思います。
Oh. She leans in close, forcing me to look at her flushed cheeks from inches away.
ちゃんとこっち見てください。徳間さん。
Told you to call me Ori-chan!
この場面でまだ言いますか？照れ隠しのつもりですか？
No, it is a line I can't cross as a man. No matter what our relationship becomes, I will never stop being Oni-chan. Never. You're a fucking freak.
綾香、もしかしてダメな男の人に引っかかってしまったんでしょうか？
I'll do my best to make you think otherwise, so don't worry. Just keep calling me Oni-chan until we're in the same grave.
重いです。100歩譲ってお兄ちゃん呼びはいいですけど、綾香はまだお兄ちゃんの口から大事なことを聞いてません。
I haven't heard it either, but I love you, Ayaka.
それは妹として。
As a sister and as a girlfriend. Shut the fuck up. Ayaka? So I start flailing.
もう真顔でなんて恥ずかしいこと言うんですか？
You wouldn't have made me say it.
でも綾香もそんなお兄ちゃんが好きです。
Ah, that moment is so cute. I want to capture it and see it in a picture book. It's precious.
サイコパスお兄ちゃん。
Despite her being totally turned off, our status as temporary siblings has officially stepped up to lover siblings. Shut up. Fuck off.
お前
Go
はもう
choke.
死んでいる。
I agree with Maru on this one. What does the hangman of the century's end want at this time of night? Standing behind me with her fingers on my neck, though I don't know if she's aiming for a pressure point. The atmosphere had gotten a little too moody, so I'd stepped out of Ayaka's room to cool my head, only to find myself in this situation. Just so you know, don't you dare make your sister sad.
お前がいなくなったら姉様が悲しむとでも？
Stop with the intense questioning. Must be a bitter pill for you to swallow, but we're officially a couple now. Of course she'd be sad.
お前がいなくなったら姉様が悲しむとでも？
He's completely ignoring me and doubling down. Face reality, little sister-in-law.
蝶が煮えくり返って胃から地獄の門が開きそう。
Is it a stomach ulcer? Stress is bad for you, you know. Very bad. Ow! She actually kicked her brother-in-law without a second thought.
私の足も痛いの。
Stop trying to justify corporal punishment. Your brother-in-law is getting angry, you know.
何？私のこと噴死させたいのね。
Don't say such sad things. We're gonna be family soon, so I want to get along with you too.
童貞。
Excuse me?
たかが付き合ったくらいで家族ブルだなんて肩払いたい。どうせすぐに死別する。
That's what you think, then watch over us with a lukewarm... Wait, separated by death?
犯人は私。
What's wrong with this girl? Thinking about killing a man for her sister's sake at her age is not normal.
姉様を殺して私も死ぬ。開口に打ちひしがれろ。
Too dark, way too dark. Ayaka, your sister's broken, I can't handle her. No matter how much I try to persuade her, she won't listen. It's pathetic, but I have no choice but to have Ayaka step in.
こらマル、またお兄ちゃんにちょっかいかけて。
姉様、こんな男と付き合うなんて正気ですか？
Probably not.
お姉ちゃんの彼氏さんを悪く言う妹は妹じゃありません。
She called me her boyfriend. Did you hear that? I'm so happy I could fly.
調子に乗るなよ、ロリコン。
I'm not the one with the complex, that'd be you.
お兄ちゃん、綾香がふきふきしてあげますね。
No thanks.
いいマル。次お兄ちゃんに唾吐いたら、
Don't! She's gonna
綾香お姉
intentionally
ちゃん
do
が
it.
唾吐き返しますからね。
なんてご褒美。
まったくもうこの子は他に何か変なことされませんでしたか？
I'm fine because you came to save me.
でも次からはあまり情けない声で助けを呼ばないでくださいね。
情けない男。
Shut up. Ayaka was a little disappointed in me, but things were settled for the time being. So, we're finally a couple. The closet pivot sister, start Ayaka's road. So we're finally a couple. But thinking about it, what comes next, can't just get carried away with the celebration. Need to check something real quick. Okay, I assume because I specifically went for the middle option instead of just going, maybe she'll become my sister-in-law, is the reason why this is not, I did not end up with the option to go to Maru's route. Anyways. So we're finally a couple, but thinking about what comes next, I can't just get carried away with the celebration. After all, Ayaka and I both have our fair share of circumstances.
これからのことなんですけど、できればお兄ちゃんには他の家でお泊まりしてほしくはありません。
Yeah, that makes sense. This isn't unique to Ayaka. No girlfriend would be happy about a boyfriend staying over at other girls' houses. We're in her position, I'd absolutely hate it. Just thought of Ayaka staying over at some other guy's place. This Oni-chan won't allow it.
どうしたんですか？
Nothing, just a minor spasm. Don't worry about it.
そうですね。確かによくあることでしたね。
We just blew right past that. Alexis stings a little.
話を戻しますけど、今のお兄ちゃんのお泊まり生活はやめてほしいのが本音です。去年のお家はまだしも、日和のところはリスクが2倍ですし、リト先輩に至っては一人暮らし。お兄ちゃんの低層がピンチです。
Actually, Kyo's house is not much better. Oh, you really don't trust any of your childhood friends, do you? Well, I guess I brought that on myself. But if you find that out, if they find out that you and I started dating, won't that solve the problem? Surely none of them were bold enough to make a move on someone else's boyfriend. Well, Miyuri might do just that.
お兄ちゃんは甘いです。
What?
隣の芝生は青いもの。女というのは他人のものほど欲しくなってしまう、そういう業の深い生き物なんですよ。
Aka, don't you think you've been a little corrupted? About how you look at it, that's taking things a bit too far. Though I have a feeling that applies perfectly to Miyuri.
とにかく本当はずっと綾香のお家に泊まってほしいんですが。
She rolls off looking for it. looking like it's difficult for her to continue.
うちの家族があれなもので。
Yeah, they're something else. If it became the light that Ayaka and I are a couple, I dread to imagine what kind of hellscape of wailing and gnashing of teeth would erupt. The most dangerous one of them, her little sister, already knows. Guess she should just be grateful that Ayaka has already put her foot down.
だからしばらくはみんなに内緒にしてこっそりとお付き合いしませんか？
Yeah, secret just between the two of us. No, I guess it's a secret between the three of us. The fact that it's not a sweet and sour secret between lovers is just something I'll have to accept for now. Little sister doesn't have any contact with anyone outside the Yohakari family. There's no real benefit for her to spread it around, so we can probably just leave things as they are. Hey, I'm sorry about this.
どうしてお兄ちゃんが謝るんですか？
As Aga gives me a quizzical look, I scratch my cheek. Oh, so it's a weird situation started because I'm homeless. It has to be painful to finally become a couple but not be able to tell anyone.
それはそうですけど、でもこういうお泊まり生活じゃなかったらお兄ちゃんと恋人同士にはなれなかったと思います。
You might be right. Honestly, if I'd come back to this town and just started living a normal life, would Ayaka and I have started dating? Possibility wouldn't have been zero, of course. But even if it did happen, it probably would have taken much, much longer.
綾香もこういう状況だからグズグズしてたら誰かにお兄ちゃんを取られちゃうかもって思ってそれで。
I see. Ayaka's face turns bright red. I can feel my own face flush in response. It's true. If it weren't for a situation like this, it probably would have been difficult for Ayaka to take such a provocative approach.
それに家族のことを考えたらお兄ちゃんとお付き合いするなんてとても無理って思ったでしょうから。
Tell me about it. If I hadn't been through if I hadn't been through that trial of fire before we even got to the dating stage, getting used to this family would have been an incredibly high hurdle. But are you okay with this? You know, with dating secret, I want to show off a little more publicly.
お兄ちゃんはアピールしたいんですか？
No, not particularly. To be honest, a small part of me does want to brag, all like, hey, I'm dating this super cute girl.
綾香も大丈夫です。それにこっそりお付き合いするのってちょっとドキドキしませんか？
Definitely does. Yeah, I could get into the thrill of what might happen if we get caught. Problem is, what will happen if we get caught? You're not proposing this because you think it'll be more interesting to keep it a secret, are you?
そんなわけないじゃないですか。
Ayaka, why are you avoiding my gaze?
確かに日和あたりはずっと黙っておいてバラしたらさぞかし面白いリアクションをしてくれそうですけど。
Evil. Very, very evil. Hey.
冗談に決まってるじゃないですか。お兄ちゃんは綾香をド S キャラと勘違いしています。
You aren't? You know, I wouldn't mind that at all.
マルを呼んだ方がいいですか？
I'm so sorry, it was all my fault, please forgive me.
何も土下座しなくても。
Besides, your sister is way beyond just being a sadist. I think she's something else entirely.
もうお兄ちゃんは大げさですね。マルは可愛い妹ですよ。
Yeah, maybe to you she is. I'm sure her dear little sister is eavesdropping on this very conversation, so I should probably just stop thinking this hole any
こ
deeper.
れからよろしくお願いしますね。お兄ちゃん。
Yeah, me too. As we look at each other again, it somehow still feels embarrassing. Right, now we're officially a couple.
ちょっと待ってください、お兄ちゃん。
Ayaka jolts and pulls away from me slightly. Huh? What is it? As I stare blankly, Ayaka presses the tips of her fingers together and
い
squirms.
くら恋人だからといっても、いきなりそういうのは。
Hold on, I haven't said anything yet.
エッチなことをしたいんじゃないんですか？
Hey, even I'm not gonna pounce on you that fast. Well, I'd be lying if I said I don't have certain expectations. But for things to develop that way right off the bat would be way too sudden.
そうなんですか？だってお兄ちゃんおっぱいつつきたがったりするし。
I'm truly sorry about that. But even if we are a couple, there are steps we have to take before we do the things you're imagining. We need to set the mood properly too. Honestly, if things had progressed right after your confession, I don't know what would have happened. But we've both calmed down quite a bit now.
そうなんですね。お兄ちゃんのことだからてっきり縛らせてくれとか言い出すのかと思ってドキドキしちゃいました。
That's one hell of a first move. That thought never even crossed my mind. Does my girlfriend, who is also not really sister, really think I'm the kind of guy who'd ask for bondage play before we've even had our first kiss?
あ、むしろ逆に縛ってほしかったとか？
Hell no, I'm not a masochist. I don't have a single masochistic bone in my body.
そうなんですね。ほっとしました。縄なんて用意してないですし。
I wouldn't want to, even if you did have it on hand. Step away from the rope.
あ、でもマルならもっ
She probably does, but I have a feeling she'd use it for something else. Knowing that little sister of hers, she wouldn't hesitate to tie my hands and feet and toss me in a river.
冗談ですよ。お兄ちゃんはエッチだけど、そこまでアブノーマルじゃないですもんね。
Right, as long as you understand. I wonder if the closet pervert Ayaka really does understand.
じゃあどうしましょうか。あと恋人らしいことって何かあります？
I mean, there's gotta be tons of stuff. Let's see, you call each other or text each other.
一緒の部屋にいるのに？
Right. Seems Ayaka and I have already cleared many of the hurdles that normal couples have to overcome. We've already met her family, and far from just being invited to our house, I'm already having sleepovers here. I guess in that case, I guess that means what's left to do is...
エッチなことですか？
Come on, Ayaka, think a little harder. She really is a closet pervert. Wait, does she just think that's the only thing on my mind? That's kind of sad too. Well, maybe we don't have to force it. We're gonna be dating in secret for a while, so we can just act like we always have.
それはそうなんですけど。
Ayaka seems a little restless.
せっかく恋人になれたんだから特別なこともしたいなって。
Easy said than done. So I can just come up with some on the spot.
あ、メールのノルマを決めるってどうですか？1日最低1万文字とか。
At that point, it's not a relationship anymore. It's a fucking part-time job. That's way too many. That's 25 pages long. If I could write at that pace every day, I could probably become a best-selling author.
言われてみればそうですね。じゃあ土日は半分にしましょうか。
That's not the problem. What happened to the concept of a 2-day weekend? If I were sad with a quota like that, I wouldn't have any time left to study.
それじゃあ
I got just her glasses thinking as hard as you can. Her earnestness is incredibly cute, but I can't have her hitting me with another bizarre proposal. Hey, let's just figure that stuff out as we go.
そうですね。
Aka lets out a cute yawn as if suddenly remembering and I realize it's gotten pretty late. And I should go get some sleep. We have school tomorrow.
はい。おやすみなさい。お兄ちゃん。
Looking nothing like the girl who was just passionately debating a moment ago, Ayaka stands up with the sluggish movement of a doll whose batteries are running out and crawls into her bed. Ayaka? Oh, she's out like a light. Well, we've been through a lot, so she must be mentally exhausted. Ayaka's innocent, defenseless, sleeping face, feeling different from anything I've felt before, wells up inside me. It'd be okay to kiss her now. For a second I'm tempted, but I just barely managed to hold back. We're finally a proper couple now. I should do things like that out in the open. Good night, Ayaka. Turn off the night, say good night to Ayaka, and leave the room. The moment I step out, a figure with a terrifying look on its face materializes in the dim light. What do you want? After silently spitting on me, she simply walks away. This is terrifying. I'm happy that Ayaka and I are finally a couple, but my anxiety about the future just grew even larger.
あんな可愛い姉様見たことない。
それじゃ行ってきます。
ああ、気をつけてな。
We're leaving.
ああ、行ってこい。そして二度とその面を見せるな。
The difference in how you treat your daughter and me is staggering.
マナ娘と赤の他人に差をつけて何の問題が？
Did you put it like that? Makes a good point.
おい、マルからも何か言ってやれ。こうぶっすりと容赦なく。
Those are some violent sound effects.
Huh.
What about it just shoots me a glare and without so much as spitting heads off to school?
マル！どうして？まさかこいつに馴染んだとでも？
What who's to say?
この勝ち誇ったような面構え、殴りたい、ドンキで。
Could you at least stick to your fists?
兄ちゃん、マル姉ちゃん怪獣したの？やるな！
I wouldn't call it win over. You should just shut up and get to school.
扱いがひどすぎるよ！
Dan leaves for school sobbing his eyes out.
おお、マリカ、言いたいことがあるなら言ってやれ。さあ、グリグリっと。
But what comes out of Marika's mouth are words I never expected.
二人とも気をつけていってらっしゃい。
Thank you very much.
そんな。
行ってきます、お母さん。
See you later.
おい
Leaving Yonosuke standing there, utterly dumbfounded, Ayaka and I started walking. Yeah, that was a surprise. I never thought Marika would say something like that tonight.
綾香もびっくりです。でもだいぶ馴染んできたんだと思いますよ。
I think so. That's the key is to never give up. My sincerity must have finally gotten through to her. But I don't really feel like I've been all that sincere.
お母さん、一度慣れちゃえば割と平気ですから。ミミズとか。
I see. Why are you putting me in the same category as an earthworm?
お兄ちゃんがミミズ同然だなんて言ってませんよ。そんなのミミズがかわいそうじゃないですか。
Yeah, you're right. Hey.
でもよかったです。これであとはお父さんをどうにかすれば問題ないですね。
Yeah. Oh, but there's Dan too.
何か問題でも？
Ayaka turns to me with a look of genuine confusion. No, not really. Even if that kid would have proposed my relationship with Ayaka, it wouldn't cause any problems. Got my pity my unlucky little brother-in-law to be.
それでお兄ちゃん。
Ayaka, walking beside me, looks up with a restless expression. Looks like she wants some. It looks like there's something she wants to do. What's wrong? Do you need a bathroom?
違います。どうしてお兄ちゃんはそんなデリカシーのかけらもないことをやすやすと口走れるんですか？
Sorry, my bad. Do you want to go powder your nose?
言い方の問題じゃありません。
What else says to my little sister girlfriend? My Imokano wants. I want to strangle you to death. Takuma. Sorry, your Oni-chan's a little dense. If there's something you want to do or want me to do, please just tell me specifically.
そうでしたね。お兄ちゃんは難聴系でこそないけれど、女性向け恋愛映画に出てくる彼氏みたいには人の心を読めないですもんね。
I'm pretty sure those guys are espers. The hard hearing types are one thing, but the esper types are just as bad.
手つないでもいいですか？
What Ayaka typically asks for is an extremely modest favor. Of course we can, but if someone sees us, one thing gets suspicious. Well, students are one thing, but if our group of childhood friends sees us, I feel like it'll be a bit of a hassle. Might be a bit of a health hazard if fucking Rito sees you.
でもリト先輩とは年がら年中つないでますよね。
It's not like we're doing it constantly.
そうですね。確かに兄姉たちに見られたら 怪しまれちゃいますよね。
Yeah, right. You suddenly start doing something we've never done before. It's only natural that they get suspicious.
今日はお兄ちゃん感謝デーってことにしましょう。それなら手をつないでも全然問題ないですよね。
That's so out of the blue. Does today have some connection to older brothers in general?
いえ、さっきネットで調べたら悪妻の日とかでした。
What an unpleasant anniversary. It's the first I've ever heard of such a day existing.
そもそも兄と妹が手をつないで何がいけないんですか？いたって自然なことですよね。
Ayaka Press is getting a little defensive. Well, yeah, I guess so, but not like I'm against holding hands with Ayaka. In fact, I'd love to. But if I think about what would happen if we get caught, I find myself hesitating.
ごめんなさいお兄ちゃん。綾香ちょっとわがまま言っちゃいます。
Ayaka wilts a little, seeming to have calmed it down. Seeing her looks so endearing makes my heart skip a bit. No, that's fine. Once everything is sorted, we can do more than just hold hands. We can walk to school arm in arm.
本当ですか？じゃあお姫様抱っこでも？
I think that might be going a little too far. Even if she says with sparkling eyes, I can't just agree to that. Ayaka looks light, but even so, carrying her all the way to school would be too much. First and foremost, it'd be way too embarrassing.
今日であやちゃんち終わりよね。どう？何か面白いイベントとかあった？
いえ、特には何も。やっぱりお兄ちゃんはお兄ちゃんですから。
なんだ？やっぱり綾香は妹ルートまっしぐらか？もう最初から分かってたことだけどさ。
ええ、そうみたいですね。人には向き不向きというものがあるみたいです。
あらら、珍しいわね。あやちゃんが日和に煽られても言い返さない
Yeah,
の。
because she has the higher victory.
綾香、学びました。争いは同じレベルでしか成立しないって。
ん？つまり私の方がレベルが上だって認めたってことか？なんだよ、分かればいいんだよ。
まあそんなところです。
本当に珍しい。あやちゃん、何かあったんじゃん？え？何かって何か？それはわからないけど、なんていうか急に大人びたような。へえ、そう？そんなに変わらないと思うけど。じゃあこれからは私のこともひより先輩って呼べよね。もしくはひよ姉とか、あ、ひより様でもいいぞ。
調子に乗らないでください、日和のくせに。日和なんてひよの字とかで十分です。
なんだそれ、ちょっとかっこいいな。大人びてる？気のせいだったかも。
Here's the note is over. For the time being, it seems Ayaka has managed to hide the fact that she and I have started dating. Well, at this rate, it's probably only a matter of time before she slips up. If anything, I might be the bigger problem. Start of the day, I'll be staying over at Kyone's place. I don't plan on acting in any way that would give us away, but I should probably be careful. Could you stop chomping on bread while I'm trying to think?
油断大敵的な？
Can't even eat my lunch in peace.
そんなに気になる？
Of course, Sam, I'm at that age where I'm very interested in food.
そうじゃなくて、綾香。
Huh?
さっきから綾香ばっかり見てる。
Just your imagination, even if it were true. What's wrong with a brother's eyes following his little sister?
問題はナッシング。むしろその方が食べやすい。ムキムキ。
Oh, I see. Apparently, I've been staring at Ayaka so intently it was obvious to anyone watching. I wasn't even aware of it. Subconscious is a scary thing.
無意識は肝心だぞ、瀬戸だ。
Put on your fucking shirt before I goddamn rip the skin off your stomach. The president says continue to diligently work out.
意識的に筋トレに励むのは序の口。研鑽すれば無意識のうちに筋肉に負荷をかけられるようになる。つまり寝ながらにして筋トレが可能なのだ。
That's so. I have no desire to live a life where I'm in a 24-hour dialogue with my muscles, but in any case, it seems that living with the secret isn't going to be so easy. Today's classes end without incident, and after school arrives, because I'm at home. friends, but not in any clubs. I have no choice but to go home. Gotta think of it, I never got that.
あれって
No, the thing that always happens in anime and games when the transfer student gets swarmed with invitations from all the clubs.
ああ、確かにあるあるかも。
Never had a single one of those.
ああいうのは転校生が美少女だったり美青年だったりする場合だけなんじゃないか。たくまっていいとこ主人公の親友ポジって感じだしな。
What's that supposed to mean? Am I just the guy who gives the protagonist the info on all the girls? That's the saddest role in the world. Why do those friend characters always have such detailed information on all the new heroines? Are they stalkers?
どんなに気になる子がいても絶対に結ばれることなくひたすら主人公に尽くすだけ。辛いポジションね。
No way, I want no part in a role like that.
あーでもうかうかしてると同じくらい寂しい学生生活を送る羽目になると思うぞ。
Well, I guess so. Little do Hiyori and the others know that I just started dating Ayaka yesterday. A little bad for keeping it from them, but for my own safety, I hope they'll forgive me.
たくま、今日から京姉の家だっけ？
Starting to think it's about time I put an end to the sleepover life, though.
確かにいつまでもってわけにはいかないだろうけど。
まあそうかもな。あ、いっそリトと同棲したらどうだ？
同棲？そんなのそれはさすが。
Now, flustered, the Rito doesn't seem entirely opposed to the idea. I better be careful not to get found out.
だるだるーん。だるだるだるーん。
I thought I escaped you people. The Aranami house, an Aranami family living room, the two fallen goddesses are enthroned, radiating an aura of pure sloth. Just looking at them is making me feel lazy. One of them is bad enough, but the two of them glued together are even more dangerous.
たっくんもだらけたいの？いいわよ。ほら。だるだるだるだる。
No, I'm not doing it. I haven't sold my soul to the demon of sloth. Nope. But off, I feel a sense of relief. These two basically leave me alone, so they probably won't be prying into my business. What floats into my mind is, well, my brand new girlfriend. What if Ayaka's home yet? I wonder if she's helping Monica with dinner preparations right about now. It hasn't been long since we became a couple. Heck, it's only been one day. I thought things would be much different from before, but I was naive. I want to see her. Current situation, where I can't see her freely even if I want to, might be making these feelings even stronger. It's not like I want to do anything in particular with her. Just seeing her face and hearing her voice would be enough. Of course, if I could hold her hand, or do even more, then that would be even better.
たっくん？
What is it? What is it?
さっきからニヤニヤしててキモいんだけど、よだれも出てるし。
No way. Instinctively bring my hand to my mouth. There's no drool.
うえーい、引っかかった。
Buxom vixen.
あ、でもキモかったのは本当だから。
Just pretend that was a joke, too.
なーに？そんなにうちが気に入っちゃったんだ。
あら、そうなの？いいのよ、たっくん。うちの子になっちゃう？
Yes, that would be fun.
何の感情もこもっていない声。
Well, that Aranami house is comfortable in its own way, but that's not the issue. But is really showing on my face that much? Seems I'll have to be extremely careful. Later, Soji comes home, we make dinner and we eat.
いつもすまないね、たくまくん。
Not at all, I'm freeloading here, it's the least I can do. I wash the dishes side by side with Soji. Gyone and Toko are still lazing around on the sofa. It's a mystery how they can be so lazy and not gain any weight.
こうしていると本当に息子ができたみたいで嬉しいよ。
I'm honored to hear you say that. Wish I had a father like Soji. Or at least he's far better than the head of the Ayaka-Route family. But even a man like that is my girlfriend's father. Life really doesn't go the way you want it to.
ん？ため息なんてついて何か悩み事？
Nah, it's nothing serious. There's no way I could tell Soji of all people that I'm having trouble with my girlfriend's father.
そうか。何でも相談に乗るから困った時はぜひ頼ってくれ。
Yes, thank you very much.
ここでは話しづらいことならまた風呂で話してもいい。
I'd prefer not. I think I'll pass on that.
遠慮なんて水臭い。私はたくまくんを実の息子のように思ってるんだからね。
This pressure's pretty intense.
あ、私プリン食べたくなってきた。パパ、買ってきて。
私も焼きプリンにしてね。
お前たちの相談に乗るとは言っていない。
Oh, I can run and get some.
本当？やっぱり若い子は頼りになるわね。
うんうん。たっくん頼れる男。
いいのか、たくまくん。
That's a problem with letting me stay for free after all. Take the money and head outside. I volunteered for the errand partly because they were taking care of me, but also to escape Soji's pressure. He must be really worried about Kyone's future. I mean, seeing Kyone's loveliness firsthand, I can't blame him. However, for me right now, it's ranked like Ayaka and an insurmountable wall, Kyone. I don't know what the future holds, but for now, the chances of me getting together with Kyone are practically zero. Painful part is I can't just openly declare that Ayaka and I are dating either. Well, quickly take out my smartphone and try calling Ayaka. After all, I can't exactly make a call in peace inside the Aranami house. I can't just sprint all the way to the Yoakari house from here, but I want to at least hear her voice. I might be feeling lonely too.
はい、夜はかりです。
Sounds so formal, it's me, your Oni-chan.
はい、少々お待ちください。はい。
Ayaka-chan? This flat Mrs. Like tone, don't tell me she already hates me. I'm sorry, Ayaka. I won't say I want to poke your boobs anymore.
お待たせしました、お兄ちゃん。あなたのあやかです。ごめんなさい、リビングにいたもので、周りに怪しまれないように事務的に話してたんです。今はお部屋だから大丈夫です。
Oh, so that's what it was. Let out a sigh of relief. Well, sister probably knows exactly what's up though.
お兄ちゃん、今、京姉のお家ですか？
Nah, I was asked to run an errand, so I'm outside by myself.
待っててください。今から猛ダッシュして会いに行きます。
Isn't that a little impossible? It's not like we're that many kilometers apart, but not distance you can cover in a few minutes. Appreciate the sentiment, but it's just too reckless and unreasonable.
そうですね。でも、嬉しいです。お兄ちゃんからかけてきてくれて。
We could barely talk at school after all. How are you doing?
はい、あやかとっても元気です。
Just hearing her cheerful voice makes my heart stir. If only I could see her and not just hear her voice.
ごめんなさい、お兄ちゃん。あやかお風呂呼ばれてて。
That's fine. I should get going soon too.
おやすみなさい。
Good night, Ayaka.
お兄ちゃん、いつものあれ言ってください。
The usual thing. It sound and something like that. I start panting a little.
昨夜は言ってくれたじゃないですか。
Don't tell me I have to say it again.
減るものじゃなし、いいじゃないですか。
I love you, Ayaka.
お兄ちゃん、恥ずかしすぎます。
You're the one who told me to say it, honey.
じゃあ、おやすみなさい、お兄ちゃん。私も好きです。
I said it with so much feeling too. Her I love you was a little rushed. Well, I'm more than happy enough with it though. Sorry it took so long. Journey from the convenience store, I casually take the regular and baked pudding out of the bag. They heard it.
たっくんありがとう。男の子ってフットワークが軽くていいわよね。
悪かったね、たくまくん。
Oh no, least I can do. Kyone is looking at me with a quizzical expression. What's up, Kyone? Did you want a different kind of pudding?
それでいいんだけど、まあできればノーマルじゃなくてジャンボサイズの方が良かったけど。
So it's not fine at all.
たっくんちょっと遅くなかった？どっかに寄り道でもしたの？
Huh? No, not really.
ふーん。
As she opens her pudding and scoops up the jiggly substance with her spoon, Kyone eyes me suspiciously. Could it be that she suspects something? For a record, I really didn't.
おいしい。たっくんどうかした？
No, it's nothing.
もしかしてこのプリン欲しいの？自分の分も買ってくればよかったのに。
I'm a dumbass. Fucking directed. Oh. Alright. I was an idiot for reading too much into it.
なんかあるっぽいけど、まあいっか。
Today's Saturday, which means no school. This is bad. I've been in a serious situation since this morning started. Due to the fact that I want to see Ayaka so badly, I'm trembling. This must be what they call Ayakanium deficiency. We talked over the phone yesterday, but a little bit just had the opposite effect. I was tossing and turning all night, so much so that I didn't even notice how messy Kyone's room was. In a way, I guess it was a blessing in disguise.
たっくん、なんか失礼なこと考えてない？
Of course not, haha.
それならいいけど。
Kone returns to her mission of lounging on the sofa. As always, I can't tell if she's sharp or dull. No, I'll just leave her be. Your problem is what to do now. I'm dying to go see Ayaka, but I have a shift at Teahouse Yori this afternoon. Hey, Kone, aren't we all getting together at the Teahouse today?
ああ、そういう話もあったんだけどね。明日にしたの。
Oh, was someone busy?
そうそう。私が億劫
So you're the cause of it. What kind of reason is that?
で。だって、テンション上がらないのに集まっても仕方ないでしょ？
That's what point. In that case, couldn't the other three just get together?
リトはともかく、あやちゃんは私がいないといかないんじゃない？
Is that how it is?
そうそう。4人揃っておさらなじみトリオ！
What a lazy name. There are 4 of you. You're a quartet.
今のは日和の力を借りたのよ。
You have such power.
そうそう。こうしてダルダルしてるのも、ママの力を借りてるだけだから。
And stop borrowing that power. Why don't you try borrowing some power from Soji? Perhaps tired of hearing our unproductive exchange, Soji finally loses patience.
今日ダラダラしているんだったら買い物に行ってきなさい。
私にそんな重労働を強いるなんて、パパ正気なの？
Don't question your own father's sanity.
私も正直困難な役目だとは思う。だがこれくらいのことをこなせなくてはお前に未来はないぞ。
Is it so dramatic?
もう分かったわよ。たっくんついてきてくれるよね。ありがとう。
At least let me answer. Are you in that much of a hurry? Well, it'll probably be less like me accompanying her and more like her accompanying me.
あらあら、悪いわね、たっくん。この子ってば、右も左もわからないところあるから、ちゃんとリード引っ張ってあげてね。
ちょっとママ、私犬じゃないんだけど。
すまないな、たくまくん。必要なものはこれに。
Roger that. Take the memo with the money from Soji. Come on, Kyoane, let's go.
たっくんが行くんだったら、私必要なくない？なくない？
You lazy mutt! The man who becomes Kyone's owner, her husband, is gonna have a tough time. In any case, going out is better for my mood than being cooped up in the house. We'll bump to Ayaka somewhere. Well, it probably won't work out that well. Hi, Ayaka. It wasn't a matter of somewhere. Just a few steps after leaving the Aranami house, I ran to Ayaka.
あれ、あやちゃん？どうしたの？あ、いいえ、これはですね。
Plays about in panic, her hands fluttering in front of her chest. She looks like a martial artist master parrying an attack. For a flustered state, I immediately understood the situation, namely that Ayaka wanted to see me too. But she couldn't think of a reason to visit Aranami house, so she was just wandering around nearby. After flailing a bit, Ayaka seems to have finally composed herself. She takes out her glasses and puts them on with a neat click.
奇遇ですね。今日ね、お兄ちゃん。
No one's buying that. As if to erase her previous panic, Ayaka pretends our meeting as a coincidence.
それはちょっと無理あるんじゃない？ここ、私の家の真ん前だし。
Even Kyoane isn't fooled.
たまたまです。お散歩してたら、たまたまここに来ちゃっただけで。わかりますよね、お兄ちゃん。
It's Still clinging to her flimsy excuse, Ayaka looks to me for help, her eyes watering. Oh, what should I do? My girlfriend's so damn cute. Yeah, that kind of thing happens sometimes.
ですよね。お散歩あるあるですよね。
A lot of things can happen on a walk.
そうなの？
It is, you wouldn't know since you don't go on walks, Kione, but there's some like a runner's high. Walker's high, maybe.
そうなんです。分かってもらえました？
よくわかんないけどわかったわ。
In other words, she decided she didn't care. Her ability to move on quickly is a lifesaver as always.
お兄ちゃんたちもお散歩ですか？
Nah, we're on our way to go
そ
shopping.
うなんですね。あやかもついていっていいですか？
もちろんいいけど、もう散歩はいいの？ウォーカーハイなんじゃないの？
いえ、もう十分散歩は決めましたから大丈夫です。
That sounds like walking is some kind of drug.
じゃあ一緒に行こっか。
行きましょう。
And so that's what we did. Hey, Kione. She's gone! The moment we arrive at the supermarket, I lost sight of Kione.
去年ならお菓子コーナーにまっしぐらに行っちゃいましたよ。
So just zero intention of helping.
ごめんなさい。
For what?
さっきは偶然を装いましたけど、本当はそうじゃなかったんです。
No shit, dummy. Yeah, I noticed. I knew the moment I saw you.
そうだったんですか？てっきり綾香の名演技で丸め込まれたものと。
Still don't know what to think of the color of this. Like it vaguely looks like flesh in parts. I really seem that naive. Oh, whatever. It wasn't a coincidence, and why were we there?
それはわかりますよね。
Ayaka squirms in her eyes in embarrassment. Nope, I'm a very dense Oni-chan, so I have no idea, and I won't know unless you tell me.
お兄ちゃん意地悪です。
Sorry, it is one of those things. It's a man's nature to want to tease the girl he likes.
ご迷惑でした？
Of course not a map you came, Ayaka. Ayaka gives me a radiant smile. Oh, she's an angel. There's an angel right here.
ところで
Suddenly putting on her glasses, Ayaka's eyes glint sharply.
昨夜は何かありましたか？京姉との嬉し恥ずかし的なイベントとか。
No, nothing like that happened, but...
本当ですか？今日も仲良くお買い物に出かけるところでしたよね。
No, that was scary eyes. Ayaka's glare is actually pretty scary. Just what you'd expect from that little sister's older sister.
たっくん、このタケノコのミサトとキノコの山ね、どっちも買っていいよね。
At least pick one. Jonah is usually annoying, but right now she's a godsend.
今日ね、昨夜お兄ちゃんと何かありました？
Hey. To think she'd ask Kione directly, what a terrifying girl.
プリン買ってきてもらったくらいかな。
そうですか。それならよかったです。
Ayaka strokes her chest in relief.
なーに？私のこと心配してくれたの？
お兄ちゃんに何かあったら大変ですから。
私の心配してよ。
What a reliable little sister.
妹なら当然のことです。メガネクイ。
あやちゃん、どうせならお昼も食べていけばよかったのにね。
In case no CG pops up, I could use that potentially. Soon after leaving the supermarket, we parted ways with Ayaka, and Kione and I were on our way home. Her family would get lonely if she wasn't there. In fact, it seems that house is held together by Ayaka. What would happen if she were to move out? Before it was just another family's business, but now I can't think of it that way.
大家族って結構憧れるのよね。今度泊まりに行ってみようかしら。
Do not go there now. It would be a wasted life. Don't throw it away.
なんで五七五？それになんでそんな棒読みなの？
I've given you my warning. Although I have a feeling Kione would be surprisingly well accepted. Hanako seemed to fit in pretty well too. Biggest problem for Inosuke and Maru, who both see me as an enemy, is the fact that I'm a guy.
ねえたっくん、
What?
あやちゃんと何かあった？
There's nothing really. Nothing at all to report. I'm being honest.
なんで五七五にこだわるかな。ま、いいんだけどね。
After that, Kyone didn't press the matter of Ayaka any further. Well, she probably just lost interest. Next morning, after saying goodbye to Soji and Toko, I left the Aranami house. Kyone wasn't waking up, so I left her a note by her pillow that said, "See ya." Alright then. Today and tomorrow, I'll be staying at Hyori's house, and I also have my shift at Yori Teahouse. As they said everyone would be there, so I should be able to see Ayaka. Better not screw this up.
今日ね、昨日は何か都合悪かったの？
そうそう、大変だったのよね。たっくんが急に熱出しちゃって、その看病に追われちゃって。
Why tell such an obvious lie?
そうなのか。あれ、でも昨日もバイトに来てたぞ。
それはほら、私の献身的な看病でバッチリ治ったっていうか。それは大変でしたね。さすがは京姉です。
Ayaka plays along with Kyone's pack of lies.
そうでしょ。あやちゃんはいい子ね。
Ayaka, if you spoil it too much, she'll get big-headed, so go easy, okay? Whisper in her ear.
わかってます。京姉は味方にならないまでも敵に回さないよう適度におだてていきます。
It's a surprisingly well-thought-out plan.
じゃあ今日ね、タクマと結構進展しちゃったのか？
さあ、どうかしらね。
あ、これ何にもないやつだ。
見え張っても虚しいだけなのにな。ちょっと聞こえてるんだからね。進展とかイベントとかそういうのはもういいんじゃないですか。お兄ちゃんだって困っちゃいます。
なんだよ、物分かりのいいこと言うじゃんか。もう目がないからって悟りの境地ってやつか？
そうかもしれませんね。お兄ちゃんは私のお兄ちゃん。それだけでもう十分です。
Ayaka gracefully deflects Yuri's taunts. She has an elegance that you wouldn't expect from a girl who was coming on to Kyone and me just yesterday. That's it, Ayaka. Keep it up.
わかっています、お兄ちゃん。
Ayaka and I exchange a glance and
お
nod.
前らさっきから妙に以心伝心してないか？
Oh, not really, right, Ayaka?
そうですよ。何を根拠に？
Hands trembling, Ayaka tries to bring a glass of water to her lips, but the contents spill everywhere. She's a terrible liar.
もしかしてお前ら何かあったのか？
Huh? What are you talking about? Nothing happened, right, Ayaka?
ないですよ。
Yeah, that whole lie thing, it's just not work out anymore. Ayaka looks down and fidgets, her words coming out in fits and starts. How could you be this bad at lying? You're just too much of a good girl. You just got a thing, it's just too much for a model student like Ayaka.
ふーん、だよな。あるわけないよな。
We're safe. Yuri was still Yuri after all. However,
ふーん。
Kyone is looking at Ayaka suspiciously. Rito is shooting daggers at me. Don't look at me like that.
大丈夫よ、たっくん。たとえ誰ともくっつけなくても私との隠しルートで救済してあげるから。そんな枠ないからな。
Could it be a secret muty route? Sadly, it does not exist. Stop taunting me. During the awkwardness, I threw myself at work.
諦めないこの気持ち。
I'm completely exhausted.
確かに今日はお客多かったな。ねぎらってやるぞ。ガク。
What a half-assed reward. Well, in my case today, the mental exhaustion is stronger than the physical one.
お金貯まってからも忙しい時は手伝ってくれよな。
I'll think about it. I might need a lot of money from now on. If I were just living day to day, I wouldn't need to push myself, but I would be able to take Ayaka out on dates. I'll also need money for presents and other things. There's a lot to look forward to, but looks like there will be a lot of hardship too. Maybe this is the true charm of being in a relationship. I need money.
急に人生に疲れた中年みたいなこと言い出されてもな。まあお金は大事だけどさ。
たっくん、お金が欲しいの？任せて。私、自分で稼げる大人の女よ。
I'm the type who likes to earn it himself.
頼もしい。一緒にお店盛り上げましょうね。家族みんなで。
I feel like I should learn from her tenacity.
日和、たくまの様子どうだった？
どうって言われてもな。あ、なんか金が欲しいとか言ってたっけ。金がないのは首がないのと一緒だとか嘆いてたな。どうしてそんなにお金が？
そりゃまあ、お金がないといつまでも仮暮らしのタクマッティだもんね。タクマッティちょっと可愛いかも。
まあうちはバイト要員が増えてありがたいけどさ。日和が無理に勧誘したんじゃないんですか？札束でほっぺたをペチペチしながら。ああ、それ人生で一度くらいやってみたいよな。
控えおろう。この諭吉の群れが目に入らぬか。
もう5円玉をほっぺに押し付けないでください。
たくまがバイトを続ける限り、あの危険な日和ママの脅威と戦わないといけないのね。由々しき問題だわ。
そうですね。他のバイト先を探すべきかも。お前らうちのバイト横取りするなよな。
They sure talk a lot. They sure can talk a lot, I mean. Listening to the usual loud girls talk, I nonchalantly take a piece of bread out of its bag, or so you know. My bread. It's gone. By the time I noticed, my bread was already in Nanako's mouth. Maybe a master bread thief or something.
人聞きが悪い。誰のでもいいわけじゃないし。
So you specialize in taking my bread? That's awful.
お兄ちゃん大丈夫ですか？綾香、こんなこともあろうかとサンドイッチ作ってきました。
Oh, your lifesaver, my sister. Domestic little sister's a true treasure.
お兄ちゃん、そんなにお金が欲しいんですか？
Well, it's not like I don't want it, but
大丈夫です。綾香、今はちょっと無理ですけど、社会人になったらお兄ちゃんの面倒くらい見られます。
Oh no, this is cure route but reversed. You're getting way ahead of yourself.
ナナコも養ってくれる？なあちゃんは綾香のお兄ちゃんじゃないですよね。盲点。綾香の兄になりたいだけの人生だった。
Too bad the position is for me and me alone. I won't give this up to anyone else.
二人して何を争ってるんですか？
Micah's gaze is a little painful.
たっくん、またよその子になっちゃうの？
That's right, sir. Tomorrow I'll be at Rito's place.
もうこんな風任せのさすらい生活ごめんでしょ。うちにならずっといていいから、なんなら店長の座もあげるから。
Nah, I can't do that.
日和、たっくんが冷静すぎるの。
もうだいぶ免疫ついたんじゃないか？母ちゃん、ぐいぐい行き過ぎなんだって。
ぐいぐい行かなくてどうするの？口を開けて待っててもね、天から落ちてくるのは鳥の糞くらいなんだから。
なんか深いような、そうでもないような話だな。
もしかしてたっくん、好きな子でもできたの？
Sorry, but could you please refrain from asking such personal questions?
まさかの交わし方。もう何度も一つ屋根の下で過ごしてきたのに。
母ちゃん、あんまりしつこいと逆効果だと思うぞ。
ひどい。娘と娘の義父候補がひどいわ。
Miyuri tries to run off crying, but she stops after a few steps and looks back at us.
チラ
おう、母ちゃん、どっか行くなら行っていいぞ。
チャチャ。
See you later. This time Miyuri really left. Are you sure you don't need to go after her? Maybe we went a little too far.
気にしなくていいって。町内一周くらいしたら戻ってくるから。
That's gonna take a while.
じゃあ、私風呂入ってくるから。覗くなよ。
That's code for please peek, please see me as I was brought to the world, right?
ちげえよ。見たらひどいことになるからな。
Don't underestimate me. I'm a fearless man who's afraid of nothing.
リトに言いつける。
You son, I am so very sorry. About Medivh.
よしよし。良きに計らえ。
Saying that, Hiyori heads to the bath. Alright then. Feels like it's been a while since I've had some quiet time. Especially the needs of my house. Oh. I have to look at my phone. I see I have a text from Ayaka. Let's see. Oh. It's a selfie seemingly taken by Ayaka in her room. Her slightly bashful smile is incredibly cute. Though I would have been happier if it was a little more sexy. Well, I'm happy a part of me also has these degenerate thoughts. But it can't be helped. I'm a teenage boy. Incidentally, there was a message attached.
浮気はダメです。
Why is it in all lowercase? Might be her trying to be playful, but it gives off an indescribable sense of pressure. In any case, it's only proper for me to send a selfie back. Said I'm not really used to this. As I'm sending it to Ayaka, I want to take a good picture as possible. As good a picture as possible. Should I pose like this? Maybe this way is better. Shall I wink? That'll make me seem like a player. I went around the room trying various things. Alright, how about this? Chuck a cool pose into a cool expression. There's no doubt Ayaka will fall for me all over with this.
上がったぞたくま。
You wanna... Ah!
なんだよ。すっとんきょうな声出して。
Is there something wrong with me taking a selfie? Is it above my station?
いや別に。好きにすればいいぞ。
Alright. Maybe I was being a little too self-conscious.
で、その写真誰に送るんだ？
Something like that. I was just gonna look at it and enjoy myself.
へえ、そっか。まあ、ほどほどにな。
Yuri gives me a look you'd give to someone who you feel sorry for and heads to her room. Kept my secret. I feel like my dignity has been damaged.
はあ、この写真のお兄ちゃん、ちょっと元気ないよな。
たくま、今日の帰り買い物に付き合ってくれる？
No, we won't be holding hands. Ito makes a proposal after homeroom. Yeah, of course.
なあなあリト、あたしんちで何かなかったのかとか聞かないのか？
だって聞くまでもないでしょ？
おいおい、あたしは眼中になしってか？余裕のよっちゃんか？
あんたの場合何かあったら真っ先に自慢してくるでしょ。そうしないってことは何にもなかったんだろうし。
ああ、確かに。さすがリト、あたしのことよくわかってるな。親友ってありがてえ。
大げさね。付き合い長いんだから当然でしょ。
When all said and done, the two of them do get along well.
気が合うついでに、あたしもリトン家に泊まりに行ってもいいか？
あ、それはダメ。
She'll shut down instantly.
いいじゃん。あたしたち親友だろ？
親しき中にも礼儀ありって言葉知らない？
たくまはどうだ？人数多い方が楽しいだろ？
Don't ask me. To be honest, I prefer it if Yuri was there, but if Rito herself is not preferred, it can't be helped. I'm just a freeloader, I'll follow Rito's lead.
というわけで日和、また今度ね。
ちえ、まあいいけど。
The fact is, spending time alone with Rito makes me a little uneasy. I should just be honest with Rito, even if I'm not telling anyone else. Starting to think that way. Unlike Kyone or Hiyori, Rito clearly has feelings for me, regardless of whether you could call it romantic or not, a romantic love or not. I may not be one of those super perceptive protagonists, but I'm very confident in that. It's dishonest of me to interact with her while hiding the fact that I have a girlfriend. Thinking about it, what'll happen if she finds out. I can imagine how shocked Rito would be when she learns I have been lying to her. It might be worse than just her cutting me off. I told her it's not like Rito would go around spreading it to everyone else.
たくま、私の顔に何かついてる？
No, sorry, nothing. Turning around, Rito turns to face forward. I think I need to talk to Ayaka about this. That's what I thought, but the school ended without any chance to talk to Ayaka. Life doesn't go the way you want it to.
何遠い目してるの？
That's nothing anyway. We're going to the supermarket, right?
そう。
Let's go. Is there a draw on Rito fidgets and asks?
たくま、手つないでもいい？
The time has come. It's finally come. Before, I would have had no problem with this, but right now, I'm a taken man. Is it okay for me to just casually hold her hand here? There's a debate about where the line is for cheating, but is holding hands a foul or is it safe? Rito, about that.
いいよね。答えは聞いてない。
No, you should very much care. The hand holding mine isn't Rito's. This is.
ちゃん？
Like a gay had wedged herself between Rito and me, holding my hand in hers and Rito's in the other.
間一髪じゃない。奇遇ですね。
What a forceful deception.
どうしたの？いつになく敏捷な動きで。
ごめんなさい。たまたま手があったので握っちゃいました。
今すごい勢いで割り込んでこなかった？
Ayaka speaks in a phoning tone to the bewildered Rito.
その今日はリトお姉ちゃんと一緒に帰りたくて。
Isn't that excuse a bit of a stretch? There's no way a reason like that would.
リト
Oh no, it
姉
worked.
ちゃん。
It worked too perfectly.
ダメですかお姉ちゃん。
全然 OK だから。
Just being called Oneichan is enough to make Rito's expression soften into a goofy grin. Can being called Oneichan really make someone that happy? Yeah, it does. When Dad calls me Nichan, I don't feel a thing. But even now that I'm used to it, Ayaka calling me Onichan makes my heart race. Someone with with as little resistance as Rito, the power of being called Oneichan must be super effective.
よかったです。じゃあ行きましょう。リトお姉ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
The smile Ayaka gives is devastatingly cute. This is sheer violence by cuteness. You know what? This feels like a good place to end it for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye bye.